Through its use of colour and balance between form and design, Islamic art creates an instant visual impact. From an early time, Muslim art has reflected the religion's balanced and harmonious view of the world. The School of Visual Islamic and Traditional Arts in East London offers courses in the highly specialised craft skills of Islamic and other faith sacred arts. It was here that Taslima Alam, the founder of Art Islam, came to learn her art.
When we teach the arts here and the different crafts, there's always this understanding that the craftsman and the artist, and we make no distinction between the two, is, in a sense, a humble servant of God. We like to encourage the students to imitate, as it were, what we understand a traditional craftsman to have been. As Plato said, beauty is the splendour of the true, so it's always speaking about the truth, the fundamental and universal truth, which is at the heart of every religion.
Bangladeshi-born Taslima had been making art as a hobby when she launched Art Islam. After gaining several commissions, she felt she needed some formal training to perfect her techniques. She put the website's development on hold while she started a 2-year master's course at Vita. The course covers all aspects of traditional arts, from miniature painting to calligraphy, the highest form of Islamic art. Some of these crafts were dying out, but Vita has helped revive them in recent years. The tile-making course teaches students how geometric patterns can be translated into physical form.
I hadn't really found a good portal or resource space to find out about different forms of Islamic art. So I decided, well, for artists like me, sort of up and coming, and who aren't really sort of commercial and corporate, I really ought to, already established rather, I really ought to see what I can do. And I'd gone to a calligraphy class and I met up with a few people who were already practicing artists, but in a similar position as me, sort of practicing invisibly, if you like. And I persuaded them to do a couple of stalls and shows and workshops, and then they came, as a result of that, they were on the website, and the whole point of it was to really build up a network of similar artists, and eventually have something similar to an atelier, if you like.
Taslima hopes that some of the artists she meets through the course will work with her on future commissions. With students specialising in different elements of Islamic art, she is developing a comprehensive network of contacts. Hannah Hijazi specialises in illumination. After studying art in her homeland of Jordan, she applied to Vita and hopes to take back her new skills to teach her own students.
In my experience in Vita, it's a unique place to meet people from different cultures and from different traditions, and to exchange our understanding and our point of view of beauty, which really helped me in developing my technical abilities and my understanding of the traditional art in a much better way.
The school argues that it is geometry that provides the link between all the sacred and traditional arts. In Islamic art, geometry is significant, with symmetrical patterns used to decorate everything from paintings and architecture to tiles and parquetry. Students learn the basics of geometric construction and use it to create intricate designs in different mediums, achieving striking results.
In my studio, I was basically concentrating on nature and how it sort of envelops the universal in it, and so it's through that universal aspect of art that's what I wanted to concentrate on, and that's what brought me here. And I found that I've actually discovered that geometry is the thing that actually brings everything together.
The course is open to all, regardless of faith, and attracts both Muslim and non-Muslim artists from all over the world. Some want to rediscover the ancient artistic traditions of their culture and take back these skills to teach. Others want to learn more about how traditional and sacred art is constructed and incorporate this into their own work.
What I love is that it's the underlining structure of nature and of everything that we see that's beautiful. And I like that it's harmonious, it's universal, everybody can appreciate it. And so to me, I want that in my art. I want something that's beautiful, that, you know, no matter who you are, you can look at it and recognize its beauty. And so I do very much like the balance that has.
Art Islam hopes to present individual pieces of artwork based on Islamic design and calligraphy in varying mediums such as glass, ceramics and canvas. In the pipeline is a project for a mosque in Sheffield. Since its launch in 2005, several other artists such as Amreen Poole have come on board to work on larger commissions.
This pattern in ceramic. They've asked specifically for calligraphy to go around the dome here. They would like a chandelier, and also they would like the design for 2 mihrabs in their 2 prayer rooms. Here, this is the main mihrab, and then here for a smaller mihrab, a prayer niche. Although I'm using the traditional geometry forms, I try and make it more contemporary for today's society, so that my work is a bit different. It's more, I'm using these traditional art forms and following the tradition, but then making it contemporary for today. So maybe in terms of materials or in terms of how I finished the overall product. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha.
Art Islam's first large-scale commission was the calligraphy on this mihrab at the Red Hill Islamic Centre.
The art will always have a sacred element to it. It won't necessarily always be for mosques. The idea is that people would want to furnish their homes and their workplaces. And I just feel that when something is created out of within a sacred context, it contains a certain amount of beauty and harmony which will enhance the surroundings. And that's part of why I'm going back to college and trying to get back to the core disciplines of Islamic art, so that I can actually revive the traditional sort of techniques of arriving at various designs and artwork.
Taslima tries to incorporate certain aspects of spirituality into all her work and would like to see Islamic art represented in a wider arena for everyone to appreciate.
Islamic art itself can be stereotyped, not just by people outside the faith, but people within the faith. They can have this clear idea of this is Islamic art, and it's much more wider. The faith is a fluid religion. Islam was a very fluid faith, which is why it was able to infiltrate different cultures and assimilate within the cultures. And I think art should, Islamic art should reflect that as well.
Work by Vita and Art Islam not only helps to raise the profile of Islamic art and highlight its immense beauty and spiritual importance, but also ensures that the core skills and the network of craftspeople needed to create it will carry on into the future.